he'll be, I guess, West Coast. Maybe
That's
no
great.
coast.
No coast.
Yeah.
So he might get a little bit more West Coast love just for moving out here.
Right, right. Oh, I mean, everybody has a lot of respect for him. It's not that we don't like him or think that he's bad.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's just you're always going to get that rivalry whenever.
Of course, of course.
We're getting ready to get this match underway.
Wow.
Zangief.
Ross is. Oh yes, yes.
Ross is
has been known
all over
to
the board
use
right now, looking at his options. He paused on Zangief for a little bit. Now he's on
Stopping
Ken.
on Ken. Wow.
People in the crowd are yelling for Zangief, so we'll see.
I'm down to see it. I'm ready for anything.
I'd love to
either
see
way,
that.
no matter what, this is going to be.
Now, would you think it's insulting if you were a great gamer and you just walked over and hit the random button and just like, let's go?
Oh,
That would be a huge insult, yeah.
that is an insult. That is an insult.
Although knowing Justin, he could probably do pretty well on random select.
There we go.
Here we go. So Ross has elected to go with Zangief.
Going out to please the crowd. He does pick him.
So this is commonly considered a counter pick. Zangief against Rufus. Zangief beats Rufus by a little bit. But if you're not a pro with Zangief, it's not like he wins the matchup so much that making the switch is going to be that beneficial.
What do you think for Ross versus Justin? Do you think this is a good choice?
I guess we'll see. I haven't seen Mike play Zangief in a while, but right now he's doing pretty well.
As you noticed,
Look at that. He's got Justin back in the corner.
Exactly. He's been pretty sidekick with his lariats, punishing that.
Right. Oh, wow. Okay. So
He's dizzy. Well, look at that. Look at that.
Wow.
That was pretty straightforward. And then you want to count Mike Ross out. Can't do that. I mean,
not often that you see Justin Wong get stunned.
exactly.
Justin only got about 10% of the health.
Right.
And you can't just jump in
Yeah.
and sidekick.
Exactly.
At Evo, Ed Ma made this counter pick. He tried to work it out, and it didn't work out for him. He ended up losing and had to switch back to his main. But so far, it's going pretty well for Mike.
There we go. Justin's coming in a little bit more aggressive.
Right.
Trying to get himself out of the corner. He punished anything that Mike was trying to come in with that.
Yeah, he's not letting him
that
back
EX
move
Messiah
down.
kick. And everybody knows that move is very, very. Oh my gosh! Like it'll get you out of almost any situation. It's something you really want to rely on.
Yeah, right now Justin's got the lead by about 20 centimeters.
Yeah, he's also holding health advantage right now. But Mike is not stopping his onslaught. He's still coming out with his lariats, punishing when he needs to. He's still continuing his spacing. And right now, Justin is doing a great job zoning him out.
Yeah. In the first round, Mike got a few psychic lariats on Rufus's down fierce. And I think after that, Justin became a little wary. But this round, he managed to keep his spacing very well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 1-1.
Yeah, very. Yeah,
Now Ross is very a little timid now. He's not jumping in as fast as
He just tried a green hand combo even though it was being blocked. So I don't know. That was very risky. If that hadn't worked out, he would have gotten probably an ultra in his face.
So fortunately, that did pay off for him, and as a result, on wake up, he just had to do what he could to get out that corner. So you saw that EX Messiah kick.
Right.
This is probably the longest thing we've seen for Justin Wong.
Yeah. Although this is very typical for this matchup. Rufus wants to, normally Rufus wants to rush down, but in this one he can't. So he wants to do exactly what Justin is doing: walk away. Throw out a down fierce every once in a while.
Ooh, good call on that punish.
Justin's reactions are probably one of the best in the country. So like if you notice just there, he did that EX spin on reaction to Zangief. So
Justin trying to bait him in because Zangief is like at a huge disadvantage when he's ranged.
Yeah.
Zangief needs to close in on you, and he just did that with the green hand, EX green hand. And, that really closed in.
Oh, let's go! Here we go. We told
Wow, and the crowd just is going crazy right now, guys.
This is Street Fighter 4. There you go. Spacing matters.
I'm honestly very surprised that worked. That was the third or fourth time that game that Mike got standing roundhouse, which moves Zangief forward into a command grab. In general, you don't want to test Justin's reactions, but right now it's working very well.
Hey, that's a very risky play. I agree with you, but sometimes you gotta go for the goal.
Absolutely.
No guts, no glory. And Mike Ross is very comfortable with that. It doesn't matter to him.
Right.
And you can see that especially in the Z Honda. So,
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
So if you're Justin right now, what are you actually thinking? How much are you having to change what you're playing, or you just keep going?
You know, if I were Justin, I'd probably do a pretty similar deal. I think he's playing the matchup well. The problem with that last round was that he didn't react in time to that standing roundhouse. I thought that was the round.
yeah, exactly. But right now, you see some meter building going on full screen. I'm really enjoying this. I mean, you know, every single time Zangief jumps in the air, you see a last-minute snake strike coming.
Yeah.
And it's connecting, no problem. And it's knocking them back, you know, it's giving them time to build more meter, and it's doing a whole lot of damage. So,
right.
You know, he's definitely reacting on time. He's connecting things, and even though that's going on, you know, Mike Ross still isn't stopping his onslaught. He's not falling, you know, victim to the
Right,
wrong factor,
and that's what he should do. If you get scared in Street Fighter, that's the end of the round.
This is probably the best matchup we've had by far.
Very good, yeah.
And then you guys wonder why I was on the edge of my seat from the beginning, you know?
I thought you were climbing over the back of the couch.
We got some more meter building. Zangief trying to sit back.
Oh, man, that's big
damage. Yes.
Zangief probably lives. Zangief has lots of life, but yeah.
Okay, we have Mike Ross at about 15% health right now. He's going to have to sit back a bit.
You'll notice that a lot of matches between top-level players usually take longer because they're spacing and thinking.
Oh, bad judgment of space right there. He tried to come in with the green hand and pull an ultra. Justin Wong knew the spacing. He didn't even react. He kind of just stood there and let that ultra come out.
Right. Yeah, Mike is a good Zangief player, but he doesn't have the ranges for Zangief's command grabs down perfectly. So I thought that Mike might switch to Honda here, but he's going Zangief all the way.
It's like Justin just read him on those last.
Justin's very good at changing what he needs to do. Although to be honest, I think he played very similarly. It's just that he knew the ranges and he knew he reacted well to what Mike was doing.
Yeah, max range poking. It makes it safe. I mean, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like he changed much of the style up at all. A little less.
Some more
waiting
refinement.
more waiting on what he was going to do.
Yeah, he played a little bit more reactively.
Did sit there and let him build up his own ultra and still took it.
That's right.
There he goes, punishing another lariat from just about full screen, you know? That punch does have a lot of range. It's very safe from that distance, so if he does throw that out, there's not really anything that Zangief can do to punish that, you know? That's why Zangief has to, you know, guess right with his lariats. You know, it's kind of like a psychic lariat. He has to catch him when he feels it coming.
I like Mike's play right here. He's being a little more defensive. He knows that Rufus is bad at rushing down Zangief. Zangief's lariat and command grabs make it very risky for Rufus to play that game. And Mike's up on life, and he knows it.
Rufus is trying to get a little bit of the distance here with that low punch.
Oh wow, yeah, I didn't like that green hand at all.
Yeah, that was dangerous. But I guess he feels comfortable now that he has. Wow! What a guess! I don't know what he thought there. Maybe
well, he did dash up, and the mix-up is throw or Messiah kick, and Mike guessed wrong.
Wow! And Wong pulled it out right there at the end.
Reversal of health. The match went straight to Justin due to the time running out. He had more health. You know,
Very nice comeback.
Mike could have held off just a little bit. He would have won that based on time.
Right.
He got him with that last combo and took the round.
I feel that his demise came when he was stuck in the corner. As he said before, the mix-up was either throw or the EX Messiah kick. Justin did just comfortably walk up to him like, you know what, I don't care if I have to do something. I'm going to do something about it. Walked up, Mike read a throw, there was a bit of a delay, and an EX Messiah kick came up. He ate the whole thing. Plus, he had meter, so ultra. And now that the time was worn down due to the fact that Mike wore it down, he can space and let the time run out and take that match.
This could be the last round. This is pretty easily matched.
I was just about to say, I really like Mike Ross's corner pressure, and then he let Justin jump out.
Jumped out right into a combo.
Yeah.
So now we have a health lead, and this really matters to Mike Ross because, you know,
it was really close there for a second.
Whoa!
That's
good guess. He saw the jump come, and he punished with